The map was older than the desert itself. Its edges crumbled as Mara carefully unfolded it. The ink faded to the color of dried blood. Everyone else on her expedition wrote it off as a myth, just another tall tale spun by nomads to keep travelers away from the deep dunes. But Mara, she had grown up on legends, and she knew the difference between a warning and a lie. The city was called Iramel, the city that chose to disappear. For 6 grueling days, the expedition pushed through an ocean of sand, the sun a merciless hammer overhead. Morale was low, supplies were dwindling, and the whispers of doubt grew louder. They called her obsessed, a fool chasing a ghost. One by one, they turned back, leaving Mara alone with her faded map and unwavering belief. She wasn't discouraged. The desert had a way of testing you, of stripping away everything until only your truest conviction remained. Then, on the 7th day, the wind stopped. The silence that fell was unnatural, heavy, as if the entire desert was holding its breath. Mara felt a change under her boots. The sand was no longer soft and shifting, but firm, almost smooth. She knelt, her heart pounding a frantic rhythm against her ribs. Brushing away the surface layer, her fingers traced cool, hard stone. Engraved upon it were looping symbols, the same ones from her map, glimmering faintly in the sun. "I found it," she whispered, her voice a fragile sound in the immense quiet. As twilight painted the sky in shades of purple and orange, the lost city began to emerge. It didn't rise violently. It was revealed, as if the desert were exhaling a secret it had held for millennia. Towers surfaced from the sand like the spines of buried giants. Intact streets lay exposed, untouched by time, as if the inhabitants had simply stood up one day and walked away. There were no bones, no signs of struggle, no ruins, just a profound, silent emptiness. Mara stepped through a massive archway etched with those familiar symbols. The air inside was cool, alive with a strange energy. Her lantern, which had been burning steadily, began to flicker, though not a breath of wind stirred. And then the city spoke, not in words, but in memories that flooded her mind. She saw visions of a vibrant civilization. Children with bright eyes and echoing laughter ran through the bustling streets. Markets burst with exotic colors and scents. Scholars debated philosophy and science beneath magnificent crystal domes that refracted the sunlight into rainbows. Iramel wasn't just a city, it was a beacon of knowledge and peace. But then the vision soured. Fear, sudden and sharp as a shard of glass, pierced the idyllic scenes. She saw the sky darkening, not with a storm, but with something else, something that consumed light. The people of Iramel gathered, their faces etched with a solemn resolve. They weren't preparing to fight. They were preparing to decide. The city had not been conquered. It had chosen to vanish. A voice, ancient and calm, formed in her mind. It was the collective consciousness of Iramel. We were found too soon. Mara staggered back, gripping a marble pillar for balance. The memories were overwhelming, beautiful and terrifying all at once. Found by whom? She managed to ask aloud. by those who take without understanding, the voice replied. We hid to survive. Her gaze swept across the walls, and she finally understood. The shimmering symbols weren't just decorations, they were locks, an intricate system of protective wards powered by the city's own will. The city was waiting. For what? She asked. For someone who listens. Drawn by an unseen force, she walked towards the city's center. There stood a single, seamless tower with no door, no windows. As Mara approached, the stone itself seemed to part like water, granting her entry. A spiral staircase led her upwards into a chamber at the very top. In the center, on a simple pedestal, rested a small, multifaceted crystal. It pulsed with a soft inner light and felt warm to the touch. Knowledge, the city whispered into her mind. History, warnings. Mara's hands trembled as the weight of her discovery settled upon her. This crystal held the key to Eramal, its location, its power, its history. If she took it, the world would find this place. Scholars and explorers would come, but so would soldiers and corporations. Those who take without understanding, the city would be lost a second time, and this time it would be forever. Slowly, reverently, she set the crystal back down on its pedestal. I won't tell them, she promised, her voice firm. But I will remember. A soft, appreciative hum resonated through the stone around her, a sigh of gratitude from a city saved. By morning, the wind had returned, carrying with it the endless sand. It swallowed the towers, the streets, and the memories, burying the secret once more. When Mara looked back, there was only the vast empty desert. The ancient map in her hands, its purpose served, crumbled to dust and was carried away by the breeze. As she began her long walk back to civilization, she felt a quiet certainty settle in her soul. Some wonders aren't meant to be claimed or conquered. They are meant to be protected. And somewhere deep beneath the shifting sands, the lost city of Eramal slept on, waiting for the next soul who knew how to listen. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories that explore the hidden wonders of our world.